everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. I just gave the little baby, Emma's baby, some water. I did put the big one in there, but then I realized the baby is too short to try to drink out of the big water. So I had to put the baby water back in, and I filled the little baby food dish because that was getting pretty low. Emma's dish still has a lot in it. When I give the chickens scratch, Emma does her clucking like, where's mine, and then she calls the baby over to eat some scratch, so I give the other girls that are inside the house some scratch. I also turned off their heat light because if Emma can have that baby out there when the temperature was, I think it was like 58, 60 at the most, those other hens really don't need the heat like the books always tell you they need the heat for so many weeks or whatever.
And they're in a house where it's warmer anyhow.
Yeah, they're not
It's not even as cold as it is outside.
No. I also have a little video to put in there. We did have the Freesale today because the stuff I had on the trailer, I want it to go. And you'll be shocked at what was, if you remember what was there yesterday, there was a lot there yesterday. Today, there was very little. You'll be surprised because people will still pick through that stuff even though it looks like nothing's left. I think it all should just go to the junk. But, you know, they'll find something that they fancy in there and they will take it home. So let's just go to that video and you can see. Yesterday I showed you all the stuff that was in the wagon. Well, today we're going to show you what's left. Actually, it's not a wagon. It's a trailer. I keep calling it a wagon. Every time I try to talk, a car would go by. But we're going to show you what's left in the trailer from yesterday. Yesterday it was full. Today it's pretty much empty, and be surprised people will still stop and take things. Not much left. I do have the bed for sale, for free, I mean, now. I wish somebody would take this bed. A lot of people like to put them in their flower gardens as a flower garden, or they like to make benches out of them. It's a all wood bed. Someone that collects metal would take it just for the railings because that's a metal railing. This is the welcome sign that Jim repainted and put the gold letters on for me. It's just got fake stuff in it right now. I think it looks pretty good. It's double-sided. It doesn't show up real well. Here, we'll show the back side. There's the back side. The welcome shows up better to the naked eye than it does to the camera eye.
At least through the camera viewfinder. Might show up better.
Maybe you'll see it better when I do the video. I don't know. Yesterday, I was going to mention, and I had forgotten, that there was a man that came by that took the grape crates for picking. When you used to pick grapes, you had to pick them by hand, and the crates that were there, he took those, and he said that he does a lot of woodwork, but he's deaf. He was actually deaf, but he said he can read lips pretty good. He said for a little while he had gotten his hearing back, which was amazing. He was doing a lot of praying and going to church, and he was more of a believer than and then he moved and he lost his hearing again. So he said he's got to get back to church. But anyways, he could hear the clock ticking in his office, but he didn't know what it was. And he says, he called the other employees to come in, and he says, come in here. There's something ticking, and I don't know what it is. And he had no idea that clocks will actually go tick, 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 tick. If it's a battery-operated clock, it will make a ticking noise. Mm-hmm. And he was really surprised at the things he would hear because he had never heard it before. That's like me without smelling, people that are getting hungry by just the smell of food. I don't get hungry because I don't smell the food. I'm cooking the food. I ask my Alexa to set the timer because I will forget that I'm even cooking because I can't smell it. I think I'm tasting things a little more. I'm not really sure. All I know is I'm adjusting to this situation. I do put a lot of seasonings on it just to taste because I can taste the seasoning. I can still smell coffee when I make the coffee, only the grounds though. I don't smell the coffee itself. But I can smell the grounds. So I smell something that's roasted. If it's a roasted something, like I can smell the peanut butter, and that's got a roasted smell. But I don't get hungry because I don't smell the food. Like when we used to walk the kids in Fredonia, there would be the red wing would be, it's a red wing plant, it's a food plant. And they used to do peanuts there, but the peanuts always smelled like fried chicken. And boy, it was a good smell. But people in the area used to complain because they could smell it all the time. Whereas I wouldn't mind smelling it. I like fried chicken. Do you like fried chicken? I bet you do. I'm going to have to try to fry it with the protein powder. I haven't done our protein powder, the unflavored protein powder. I'm going to have to try that and see how it turns out. Dip it in an egg and then dip it in the protein powder and see if it makes a difference. I think Lori Fluffy No Mo, she doesn't go by that name anymore. She just goes by the letters now. But anyway, she fried it and it looked really, really good. And she did it in the protein powder. So I'm going to have to try that. And she did, I think it was drumsticks, probably. Drumsticks and thighs, something like that. Well, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.